The Summit Audio FeQ-50 Tube Passive Equalizer was created by Summit's design team to provide the world-renowned Summit sound to musicians and engineers everywhere at a previously unavailable price point. Like our higher-end processors, the FeQ-50 is handmade entirely in the USA and features exceptional craftsmanship, heavy-duty metal chassis, top-shelf knobs and switches, and the rich, warm, and pristine tone that's kept Summit audio gear in active use in studios and on stages around the world for more than a quarter of a century. The FeQ-50 is a 4-band passive equalizer covering the entire audible frequency spectrum, so it can be used on any audio source material. It's important to understand that the term passive equalizer does not mean that you can only cut frequencies with the EQ, nor does it mean that patching it in will reduce your signal output. Passive equalization means that there are no active ingredients such as op-amps or resistors in the EQ circuit. Only inductors and capacitors are used to filter the signal, because active elements can create phase anomalies. Passive EQs have better phase coherence, and the inductors offer a smooth, subtle harmonic quality. Looking at the front panel, each of the 4 bands has its own heavy-duty rotary switch used to select the frequencies being affected, ensuring effortless instant recall and perfect stereo matching. The lows and highs can be changed from peak frequency response to simpler shelving duty, and the 2 midbands are each equipped with toggles that let you select either wider band tonal variations or more narrow specific frequency correction. The unit also has a switched high-pass filter at 30 Hz that gives you a way to remove rumble without having to use a band of the EQ. Individual gain knobs per band provide plus or minus 14 dB cut or boost, giving you plenty of range to work with. You can subtly sculpt and fine-tune an instrument or vocal to make it fit perfectly into a mix, or you can totally transform a sound into something entirely different and new. A separate bypass switch lets you A/B the effect of the EQ to the original signal. Or try putting the FeQ-50 to work as a tube warmer effects device box without any EQ at all. The back panel of the FeQ-50 features a Neutrik combo input jack that accepts either a 1/4-inch or XLR connector, making it easy to integrate it into just about any live or studio application. The unit also provides both tube and solid-state outputs, each with their own 1/4-inch -10 and XLR +4 jacks. With 4 simultaneous outs available, you can do all sorts of multi-tracking tricks with a single signal, such as combining the tube and solid-state outputs to achieve a more complex tone, or panning them slightly with a bit of delay on one side for pseudo-stereo effects from a mono source. At the heart of the FeQ-50 is a single hand-selected 12AX7A, providing the unit with a sweet, rich, warm tone. These tubes are easy to find and replace. You can even try tubes made by different manufacturers to vary the tone of the device. All Summit audio gear sports an internal high-voltage power supply using an industry-standard IEC 3-prong connector. We don't believe in wall warts. We think they're unprofessional. High-voltage gear produces the lowest noise and the best sound. The FeQ-50's half-rack design allows you to customize your setup according to your needs. Add a second FeQ-50 if you need stereo. Use its sidechain to a Summit Audio TLA-50 for frequency-specific compression duty. Combine a single unit with our 2BA221 preamp or TD100 direct box preamp and an external power amplifier for a spectacular sounding 2-bass live rig at a killer price point.